Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. So I've got the camera set up in the garage here today because even though it's a beautiful fall day, it's super windy out, perfect for drying firewood. But I wanted to announce the winner of the free SawHaul. If you watched our last video, we were going to do a giveaway. All you had to do to enter was to comment down below in the last video and tell us the make and model of what vehicle you would install your SawHaul on. Before we get to that though, I kind of wanted to talk about how fascinating it was, the overwhelming response that we got. I think in the first 3 hours we had over 100 comments, and I thought it would be really cool to go in and tally up the different brands of tractors to see what's most popular by the people who view this channel. So I went ahead and did that, and I have here, it looks like Coyote was the most popular with 14, which kind of makes sense because the people who subscribe to this channel probably originally found us because of our Coyote tractor, so it makes sense that they have Coyotes. Second was Kubota. And then we had John Deere, and then LS, Mahindra, and New Holland. And then after that, Massey Ferguson, Northern Tool, Rhino, RK, and Yanmar were all tied. But I thought that was really interesting. I really appreciate you guys commenting down below. That's the thing that's awesome about having a YouTube channel, is getting to see all this stuff and interacting with you guys. So I really appreciate it. But anyway, it's time to announce the winner of the free SawHaul. The winner is Rooster Cogburn. Rooster commented that he has a Coyote CK2610 SE. He just bought it, and he has a laundry list of attachments that he wants to buy. So knocking off a SawHaul out of there will be a big help to him so he can focus on buying other attachments. Rooster, I want to thank you for commenting down below, and congratulations. Rooster, if you go ahead and email pat@sawhaul.com, he'll go ahead and take care of you. He's their marketing director. He's a great guy. Just tell him you won the Hometown Acres giveaway and he'll get you hooked up. But anyway, I wanted to thank everybody for participating. It was really cool to me to see what's the most popular brand of tractors among the people who watch this channel. Thanks again. But anyway, now that we've got that taken care of, we're gonna go ahead and get on to today's video. I got another order for another basket of firewood bundles. We're gonna go ahead and get that bundled up, and I've got a new piece of equipment to show you. Stay tuned. So if you saw in one of our last videos, Brute Force Manufacturing sent us a log grapple. Well, on that same delivery truck, they also sent us this firewood bundler with a motorized foot pedal on it. So right here is the foot pedal. Step on that, and it just goes ahead and wraps right around and bundles the wood for you. We've got it set up in the garage right here next to the wood stove so I can bundle no matter what the weather is outside. I've got the basket that the bundles are gonna go into here, bundler there. And what I've started doing is, I'm not exactly precise when I cut my firewood, trying to get it to 16 inches. Sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 18. So what I did was I set up my saw here so that I can cut down the pieces down to exactly 16 inches. And I do that for two reasons. One, it makes it fit in the basket better, because if they're too long, then I can't stack them in here as nice. They need to be exactly half of this basket. And the other and more important reason is it just makes it look better. When all your firewood looks the same, it looks like a nice uniform bundle. Like I said, presentation is everything when you're selling firewood. One nice byproduct of taking the extra time to do that though is all of the offcuts that you get. I've just been keeping them and stacking them here, and it's almost like I've got little charcoal briquettes of, hardwood that I can go ahead and throw in this teeny tiny wood stove. If I throw in, a dozen of these at one time, that'll burn for 5 or 6 hours. All right, so the wood we're gonna be pulling from here today is wood that I had originally split for myself to burn in the wood stove, so it's a little bigger than what I would split for campfire wood. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these off the pile. I'm gonna split them down with the Eastonmade axis into 2 or 3 more pieces. That way they're better for bundling for camp wood. I'm gonna have Lana here helping me pull them from the stacks, loading them there. I'll split them, the conveyor will load them into the basket, and then we'll take the basket up to the garage and demonstrate that Brute Force firewood bundler for you. But we've also got everybody's favorite supervisor with his little baby earmuffs on, hanging out with us today. Yeah, he absolutely loves being outside, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's crazy. He'll be fussing inside the house, and as soon as you bring him outside, he stops crying.
Yeah, he's definitely got a little bit of his dad in him then. So here is the new and improved bundling station. Like I said, I've got the Brute Force Bundler here. This is where I'm setting the basket full of wood that needs bundled and or cut and then bundled. And then here's the basket that it's going into. So this should be pretty seamless here, you know, kind of sort here, decide whether it can go be bundled right away or if it needs cut, and then throw it in the bundler, and then bring it over here and throw it in the basket. All right, so there we go. That is one full basket loosely tossed in that I have now bundled and stacked in here. And it didn't come quite up to this top rung here, but I also had quite a few offcuts. If you look at all this stuff here, like I said, it's a little bit more time consuming to do that, but it makes a better looking bundle, and I think the customers really appreciate that. But man, I tell you what, this Brute Force Bundler with the foot pedal motor here is a huge increase in efficiency over what I was using. I'll show you what I was using here. So this is the bundler that I was using, and I had a local welding class do this as a class project for me, and it's hand powered, which is fine because you control the speed, so you can go as fast as you want. This one actually will spin faster than the motorized one, but where the Brute Force beats this handmade one here is this one doesn't have a tensioner here, so you can see this spins way too easy, and that leaves room to make a really loose bundle. And when you're bundling them, you want them to stay together, so when your customer goes to pick them up, the bundle's not falling apart with logs falling out. Also, with having the motor here, that frees up your hands so that whenever you're coming around to your final wrap, you can already have the knife in your hand and you're ready to cut the plastic. Another thing this Brute Force Bundler has that my other one didn't is wheels on the frame, so it's a lot easier to move around. That way I can pull this thing out, sweep in under there all the sawdust and debris and stuff, and keep the shop looking nice here. But anyway, I want to say thank you to Brute Force Manufacturing for sending us that log grapple and this automatic firewood bundler. I want to say congratulations to Rooster for winning the SawHaul. Thank you to SawHaul for doing that. And thank you to everybody that commented below in the last video and entered for a chance to win that SawHaul. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.